The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Score! Bruins win! Pasternak, score! The Bruins win! 2-1 in overtime! Shot, score! Zaka! First one, yes! What is up, everybody? Hello, happy Sunday. What is up? Hello, chat. We got a good one for more reasons than I originally thought there would be. Because live from the Grand Casino Arena in St. Paul, Minnesota, the Bruins are in town to take on the Minnesota Wild. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's everybody doing? Good to see everybody here tonight. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. For the Bruins, Elias Lindholm, Morgan Geekie, and David Pasternak, Pavel Zacha, Casey Middlestat, and Marat Husnadinov. Victor Arvidsson out tonight. Fraser Minton, Alex Steves, and Michael Asamont, Sean Corrali, Tanner Jeannot, and Mark Kastelik on the fourth line. On defense, Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm, and Andrew Peak, Mason Lohrei, and Victor Soderstrom. No Jonathan Aspero, he's hurt as well. Jeremy Swayman in net for the Bees here tonight against Minnesota. Danila Yurov, Kirill Kaprizov, Vladimir Tarasenko, Joel Erikssonek, Marcus Johansson, and Matt Boldy, Ryan Hartman, Yakov Trenin, and Nicholas Obey-Kubel, Nico Sturm, Ben Jones, and Tyler Pitlick. That's Providence Bruins legend Tyler Pitlick to you. Quinn Hughes, yeah, Quinn Hughes making his Wild debut tonight. Oh my God. Alongside Brock Faber, Zach Bogosian, and Jared Spurgeon, Damon Hunt and David Juracek, with Philip Gustafson in net for Minnesota. That Quinn Hughes trade was bonkers. If you didn't see it, I'm actually going to pull up our live reaction to the trade. Warning, there is language, but it's completely justified in my personal opinion. Where is it? Okay, I think we're right here. I'm going to pull it up. So here is our live reaction to finding out. Mark, Eamon, and I were live doing the Providence Bruins game on Friday night, and we found out Quinn Hughes got traded to the Wild. Here's our reaction, live, right here.
And moves like that, wow.
Oh my God.
Whoa, breaking news. Quinn Hughes is going to Minnesota. Holy
wow.
shit.
Holy crap.
Is that
Elliot
real?
Friedman.
Holy
wow.
smokes.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow. Dude,
Yes.
That is crazy.
Guess who the Bruins are playing on Sunday? Guess who the Bruins are playing on Sunday?
Oh my God, they
Minnesota.
are.
Yeah.
Dude, why does this always happen to us?
True.
Last year it was JT Miller. The year before that it was Natchez. Dude, what the heck?
Who was the waiver wire pickup that I was like, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen.
It was Oliver
that's
Wahlstrom.
crazy.
Yeah, that's 5 away.
My God. Brett Harrison to figure out what's going on. Sorry, we've completely lost our minds at Quinn Hughes getting traded.
Dude, that's
like Liam Ogren.
Hold on, here we
That's
go.
even better. Rossi, Zeev Buium, and Liam Ogren. Oh my God.
No way. Williams going to Vancouver?
That's a lot for a year and a half of Quinn
Michael
Hughes.
Russo.
Wow.
Michael Russo. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Oh
I just kept saying holy shit.
Oh my God, that's insane.
Be honest.
I don't know about that either.
They're just
Whoa.
I don't know if they're a Quinn Hughes away from, being a cup contender.
And a first-round pick. And a 6th first-round pick.
Anyway. Anyway. Just want to show that was insane. We got the notification from Friedman, and we were like, what? We were like, what do you mean? Quinn Hughes going to Minnesota? What are you talking about? We were just going insane. It was funny. And that pretty much was the main topic of discussion the rest of the night. I mean, obviously we were watching the game too, and I was calling the game but when we were in breaks, we were just talking about the trade. We were talking about what the Bruins could have done. We were talking about what the Devils could have offered, the Capitals, So, anyway. So that was our reaction on Friday night to that, as Providence picked up a nice win Friday night against Hershey. They won 4-1. And then yesterday they lost to Wilkes-Barre Scranton in overtime. So, quite unfortunate circumstances, but that's okay. That's all right. They're doing the national anthem in the building right now, so we're getting ready for puck drop here in Minnesota. Some Sunday night hockey coming up. Gotta love it. First period coverage of Bruins hockey here on YouTube is brought to you by Uno Overlays, the easy way to overlay, as the Bruins and the Wild getting ready for a Sunday night showdown. Well, it's not Saturday. I can't say the showdown part. Sunday night tilt between the Bruins and the Wild. First line for Minnesota. What's his name? The Bolshevik line? I have no idea what you're talking about. I have zero idea what you're talking about. Oh, is it because they're all Russian? Well, there you go. Sure. Come on, Wild. Release your lines. I mean, you released him. You released him the other night. I'm waiting for this to come out from Minnesota. That's what I'm waiting for. Their nice line sheet. That's what I'm waiting for. The Bruins, the Wild has their own PR system where they release the lines like it's a sheet. I'm waiting for that to come out. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Hello. There we go. Got it. Yes. I'm going to have this up on my phone the entire game so I don't lose track of who's who. The Chiefs are eliminated. Thank God. Have fun in Cancun. That's all I got to say about that. And also, Mahomes going down with an injury? Oof. Yikes. Didn't look good. All right. Right, wild in the home greens, going from right to left. We're underway in Minnesota. Minnesota, by the way, I want to remind people, Minnesota played yesterday. They played the Senators yesterday. Here is Brock Faber trying to find a man back door as Kaprizov could not connect. Played over. Pete cuts it off there from Quinn Hughes, moves it along for a minute to move it along for Boston. Kept in there by Danila Yurov. So looking to center in front for Kaprizov, could not. Castellic cut it off. And now it's Corrali who dumps in. This is Quinn Hughes making his Minnesota Wild debut. Corrali plays it around. Comes to McAvoy at the right point. Shovels it around the net in deep. Zadorov's got it on the far side. Husnadinov's got it behind the net. As the second line comes out, he and Zacha and Middlestat. Zadorov to the front. Deflected. And it goes out of play. And we stop play a minute 4 in. Excuse me. I'm still battling the cough. I'm going to have it for a long time. Otherwise, I feel completely fine. So, warning you now. Don't ask. I feel fine. How about the... Hey, Eagles. All right, I'll remember that. Hey, Eagles. How'd your guys do against the Chargers on Monday night? You beat the Raiders today. Ooh, so scary. Lindholm wins the faceoff for the Bruins, but it came out of the zone. Lohrei has to go back and get this one. Quinn Hughes making his Minnesota Wild debut today up on the top pairing with Brock Faber, which is going to be a problem for the rest of the league, I'll tell you what. Quinn Hughes and Brock Faber. Oof. I think I've seen his final match. I don't understand the hate. Here is Morgan Geekie. Walks in. Plays it into the slot. Pasternak fires a shot that goes high above the shoulder of Gustafsson. Puck moved into the neutral zone. Glove down by Lohrei, using his size to his advantage for once. Numbers he got Minnesota. He's 43. Marcus Johansson moves it ahead. This is going to be a chance for Boldy, and Swayman with a nice glove save. What's up, Pinecone? How you doing? I think that's you, Ryan. How's it going? Yeah, I don't understand the hate on the way the Cena's match finished last night. I thought it was perfectly done. Zacha wins the faceoff in his own zone. Zadorov sends it in for Casey Middlestat. McAvoy in the middle. Sends it off of Husnadinov and in deep. Brock Faber. Zacha tying him up. Puck played up the ice here. Zadorov cut it off. This puck's dumped right back in, and Pavel Zacha will be first man on the puck. Trying to take it free from Faber. Husnudinov back out to Peak at the point. Hampus Lindholm on the net, did not get through. Rebounds in front, and Husnudinov, in his return to Minnesota, couldn't play the puck cleanly. It's dumped into the zone here by Nicholas Aube-Kubel, former Washington Capital, former a lot of teams. Tape to Middlestat, and at the Minnesota native, trying to center it in front. He could not connect with Asamont, and Peak will have to backtrack. Fraser Minton will get it in the zone as his team's finishing up a change. Dumped in around the net there by Ben Jones. Swayman comes out to play it. Yoki Haru. That's Yoki Haru. He's been out for a month. Soderstrom. Minton ahead for Steves. It's dumped in the zone. Tyler Pitlick gets this one back out of the Minnesota end as Soderstrom reverses it back in. Yeah, Yoki Haru, guys, he's not back. He's been out for a month. Don't mind me in my stupidity. It's dumped into the zone here by David Juracek. It takes a weird bounce, and Swayman has to hang on to that. Oh, they just gave Husnudinov a nice a welcome back to Minnesota. Okay. They just said that over the loudspeaker. Welcome back, Husnudinov. He was acquired last March at the trade deadline, along with Jacob Locko and a pick for Justin Brazeau, who had 2 goals for Pittsburgh today in their overtime loss to Utah, blowing another lead. Corrali trying to move it ahead. Puck comes to Kastelik up the boards and out. Now it's Corrali who knocks it down. Corrali across the line, trying to find Janot, could not. Zadorov on net. That one, I don't think it got to Gustus and it went wide. Saying on the podcast this morning that trade that Boston and Minnesota made is turning into the Marat Husnudinov trade by the day. Kastelik dumps it in around the net and deep as his defensive pairings making a change. Here is Kaprizov. Kastelik, the good take. But he threw it back in his own zone, but he got it back. Kaprizov tied up, and Kastelik just jams it out of the zone. Bruins are making a partial change. They're changing while Minnesota's entering. That's not good. Hughes for Tarasenko. Centering pass out top. Faber misses wide. It didn't miss by much. Andrew Peak tied up. Kastelik with a huge hit on Danila Yurov. What a hit by Kastelik. And it's an icing here against the Bruins. Kastelik bringing the boom on Danila Yurov in the near side corner. Oh, that is just old school hockey right there. You love seeing guys like Kastelik throwing the body like that. The freight train that could, yes. Eriksson Ek wins the draw against Kastelik. Been out there forever. Quinn Hughes, former teammates in Vancouver. Elias Lindholm takes it away. Lindholm dumps it in deep. Gustafsson leaves it for Hughes. Hughes, only time he's played with this team was in practice this morning. It was a light morning skate. Here is Eriksson Ek behind the Bruins net. Zadorov, a nice check on him. Eriksson Ek gets it back up. He took the hit like a man and then kept it moving. Puck tied up. Bogosian, McAvoy, good play getting that puck ahead. Here come the Bruins. They have an odd-man rush. McAvoy leading it. Here is Morgan Geekie. He looking to center. Elias Lindholm. He went around the net. Puck comes in front. Still free. And they didn't shoot the puck. Oh, my God. This is like last year's Bruins. You're not shooting the puck in an odd-man rush. Oh, my God. That was completely pathetic. Here is Pasternak. Zacha back to Pasternak. They backhanded in as Pasternak will go for a line change. That was the most poorly executed 4-on-2 I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Faber turned it over. Husnudinov couldn't quite tell. Played out top. Soderstrom shoots, save, rebound. Husnudinov stopped. Puck still free in front. The Wild get it away. The Bruins had 2 quality chances and they could not convert from Soderstrom and from Husnudinov. Lohrei, quick re-entry, trying to find Middlestat, could not. Here comes Yakov Trenin up the other side. on the near side. Soderstrom keeps him to the outside here. Here is Hunt. Nice feed over Juracek in front. Still free, and the Wild can't convert. The Bruins get it away. And Husnudinov gets it out of the zone. Chances up and down the ice here at the Grand Casino Arena in Minnesota. The new name of the building used to be known as the XL Energy Center, and then they lost the naming rights to some local casino in the Minnesota area. Puck deflects in off of Steves. Mikey Asamont's back in the lineup. You haven't seen him in a few games. He's back in there on the third line with Minton and Steves. Hampus Lindholm gets the puck back. Ahead for Minton, and the Wild and the Bruins are offside. 7 minutes into the first period, Bruins and Wild still scoreless, and the Bruins are finally starting to get some puck possession of the offensive zone as they go to TV timeout. Oh, hang on a second. Hi, Mom. There you go. There you go. In the other room. Let's see. I'm in round 1 of fantasy playoffs. Am I getting my shit kicked in? Yeah, well, no, but I'm projected to lose by a lot. It's been real. It's been real fantasy football. Dang. Don't ask about the Patriots. I watched the whole game. Don't ask. Like I said, over the one in your room. Oh, you like this one over the one in my dorm room? Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, so it's a funny story. I come back so we traveled for Thanksgiving. Come back Friday. And I'm here till Sunday. Friday, I come back, I walk in here, and I'm like, that wasn't there. I think my mom hung it, so. Drake had a good first half. Second half, the offense really fell flat. But then again, they didn't really play much because the defense was out there so much because they couldn't stop the Bills until it was too late. So. And then don't even get me started on the officiating. Don't even get me started. Oh. Anyway. Tarasenko wins the faceoff in the neutral zone as Yurov got waved out. Kaprizov trying to jam it ahead. He gets it just past Minton and out. And now it's Tarasenko. Well, yeah, the Henderson, the touchdown in the I think it was the fourth quarter. Yeah, that was good. But Yurov in front. Tarasenko didn't miss by much. He missed high. Spurgeon at the blue line. He's been out there. He's been there forever. Jared Spurgeon. He's been playing forever. Steves trying to jam it ahead. Puck comes to Fraser Minton. And Minton will carry it across the red line. He'll chip it in deep. Gustafson plays it aside for Spurgeon. Bruins are making a change. They snow up where you are? Yeah, we got to... It just lightly snowed all day long. Here is Spurgeon for Faber. Moved ahead. It gets off a stick and in. Bruins, nice job getting the puck out. Here comes Middlestat. 3-on-2. They have Zacha and Husnudinov. Middlestat for Husnudinov. Shoots to the net. Save by Gustafson. Rebound jammed wide. It is pretty much flurried all day long. This puck comes all the way down. We have a stop here. They gave Zadorov an interference here. Let's see. Death taxes and Zadorov's going to the box. Let's see what happened here. Let's see. Are you going to show it, Nelson? I like to see what he's being penalized for. No? Okay. We'll never know. Kastelik against Eriksson Ek on the faceoff dot. Kastelik wins it. Hampus Lindholm can't get it out. Held in by Boldy. Quinn Hughes out top, running the top unit. This is a problem. Tarasenko, nice job by Kastelik, and he waves it out of the zone. Here's Boldy. The Wild have the 9th best power play in the NHL as they're offside. The Wild are in the top 10 in the power play. The Bruins have the 12th best penalty kill in the NHL as well, coming in tonight. Mark Kastelik only being at a $1.5 million cap hit for this year, next year, and the year after is so valuable. Minton wins the draw. Hampus Lindholm will just clear it all the way down into the Wild end. Minute 25 to go in the Zadorov penalty. He was whistled down for interference. Quinn Hughes will try to enter the zone. He has to drop. He tried to drop back and he fanned on it. Bruins take it away. Here's McAvoy, and Jeannot got in the way by accident. If Jeannot wasn't in the way, McAvoy has a breakaway shorthanded there, or at least a 2-on-1 with Minton. Here is Kaprizov across the line for Tarasenko. Boldy. Minton kept him to the outside. Kaprizov puck bounced on him. And Minton was almost there on a breakaway. Bruins get a partial change. Eriksson Ek across for Tarasenko. Good work from Jeannot. And it's cleared by Mason Lohrei. 40 seconds to go in the power play for Minnesota. That's lots today. I know. Brock Faber. For Marcus Johansson, second unit comes out. Here is a chance in front. Johansson couldn't get a stick on it. Yurov for Johansson. Faber on the far side. Spurgeon steps up and scores. That's just a phantom wrist shot from the blue line. Jared Spurgeon. Minnesota with a 1-0 lead. Because besides that, up to that point, the Bruins had a really good penalty kill. Swayman didn't see it. Great screen in front. I don't know who was in front, but it was a great screen. Lohrei gets it ahead of Geekie. He'll get it in the zone. Minnesota with a 1-0 lead. Goal for Jared Spurgeon on the power play. Faber knocked into by Lindholm. Geekie sends it ahead to Pasternak. Here comes Pasternak. Nice curl and drag to the outside. He's hooked. And a penalty coming up. Good. Well, the Bruins are going to get a power play right back. It's going to be on Minnesota. Very good. Now they need to answer now. Now they need to answer. My speaker turned off. Hello? Ooh, I paused it to draw that penalty. Yeah, the curl and drag. You gotta love it. You gotta love the curl and drag. Here we go. We're in commercial break, by the way. Here we are. All right, Bruins. Got some work to do now. Pastrnak drawing the hooking penalty there. He didn't like the call, but Lindholm, Zacha, Pastrnak, Geekie, and McAvoy on the first power play unit. Bruins are the 5th best power play in the NHL, 26%. Bruins keep it in. It's Morgan Geekie. Elias Lindholm back to Geekie. The little push. McAvoy steps up and keeps it alive. Plays it over to Pastrnak. In front. Zacha was right there. He couldn't get the stick on it. Elias Lindholm back to McAvoy in the center point. Fires on the net. Goes wide. Rebound in front. Put wide on the net. Zacha trying to go back to McAvoy. He got taken by Eriksson, and that's cleared all the way down. Yeah, make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 2,200. Zacha trouble in his own zone, and the Wild get it back. Trennan tied up by Geekie. Zacha gets it over to Elias Lindholm. The Bruins will be able to get the puck out of the zone here eventually. Now here's Zacha. Off Zacha self-pass. Trying to play it to the middle. Puck took a weird bounce, and it comes to Gustafsson, and he'll make the save. You know what I don't like? YouTube changed the way the live streaming thing works, and now it's a big screen of myself, and I don't like that. Yeah, we need a massive like spike over here on YouTube. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button. Second unit out there. Middlestat, Husnudinov, Asamont, Lohrei, and Hampus Lindholm. The Wild win the face-off. It's Nico Sturm who wins it, and Brock Faber clears it all the way down. Here is Hampus Lindholm. Drops it for Husnudinov. Asamont across the center, across the blue line. Lohrei, nice cut, spins back. Through Husnudinov, bad feed by Lohrei. Husnudinov had no idea where that puck was going, and the Wild clear. Lohrei drops it for Asamont. Husnudinov, Middlestat across the line, drops it for Hampus Lindholm. Drive, might have gone. I don't know if it got to the net. Lohrei for Hampus Lindholm. Middlestat looks. Lindholm out top. Middlestat on the far circle. Now in the slot. Hampus Lindholm. Lohrei's in front. Shot save. Rebound. Lohrei trying to throw it back in the middle. Can't. And the Minnesota gets this puck out. It's broken up. Obe Kubel almost was gone on a breakaway. Power play killed off. We're back to even strength. Only 2 shots on that power play. Kastelik takes it away. Here he comes. Kastelik right circle shoots, and he didn't miss by much. Puck comes out. Here is Andrew Peeke. Quick re-entry for Boston. Peeke works it in behind the net and deep. Corrali. Out to Peeke on the right point. Zadorov on the left side. Shoots. That goes wide. Peeke trying to work it back in around the net. He does. Damon Hunt. Big tie up there. Kastelik there as well. Kaprizov. Obe Kubel getting the puck out of the zone. Minnesota can't change. Peeke sends it ahead. Shopton off Kastelik and in. No icing. Quinn Hughes will go back and get it for Minnesota. Here comes Quinn Hughes in transition. Great entry. Nico Sturm. Centering in front. Minton, a good takeaway. Steves. Over to Asamont, who grabs it. Puck forced out of the zone. Nico Sturm tied up with McAvoy. McAvoy sends it ahead. Here's Steves. It breaks right in. Trying to play it over to Minton. Steves should have just gone to the net more. Bruins keep it in, though. It's Minton. Throws it into the corner. As he thought Steves was ahead of where he actually was. McAvoy. Steves gets knocked down. Bruins force it back in behind the Minnesota net. Faber's got it. Over to Quinn Hughes. Lindholm gets it back in the neutral zone. Lohrei sends it ahead for Pasternak. Scoops it in deep on the backhand. Spurgeon will try to move this one along. Lohrei kept it in. Spurgeon will try to play this one around. Lohrei pinching too hard, and now here comes Yurov. Soderstrom and Elias Lindholm back. Soderstrom, nice job against Yurov. Johansson, kind of look in front, back to the line. Spurgeon, who has the Minnesota goal. Bogosian for Danila Yurov. Spurgeon shoots, blocked in traffic. It stung Morgan Geekie. He's back to his feet. Spurgeon will go back and get this one. Geekie goes off for a change. Yurov for Johansson, shoots, and he didn't miss by much. A lot of Wild's chances aren't missing by much here. Juracek's drive, save, rebound. Husnudinov a great stick lift, and that leads the Bruins with a 2-on-2. Middlestat with McAvoy. McAvoy on the entry. Plays it across. Zacha in front, trying to find McAvoy, or Middlestat couldn't. Here is Zadorov. Fires. Gustafsson got a piece. So Zadorov gets the puck back to McAvoy. Zacha on the right side. Drops for Zadorov with some space here. Zadorov kept to the outside. Middlestat popped up in the air. Husnudinov, good take. McAvoy right on the far side. Now on the slot. Drops it, Husnudinov. Fires! Good save by Gustafsson. With 3:53 to go in the first. Bruins, great rotation. And can't seem to convert. First period is moving by quick, yep. What's up, Josiah? Sorry you had to witness that collapse of a lifetime today. I'm sorry. I screamed a lot of expletives at the television during the game, just so you know. Can I get out of this app? Jesus. We're in commercial break. Wild up 1-0 on a power play goal for Spurgeon. But I'd say besides that, the Bruins have been the better team in the first period. Huge return the Wild gave the Canucks for Quinn Hughes. They gave him Rossi, Ogren, Boehm, and a first. Damn. Minnesota wins the faceoff. Aube-Kubel forces it ahead. Zadorov's got it back behind his own net. Plays it over to McAvoy. Backhands it along to Jeannot. Trying to jam it to Corrali. Could not. He has to reverse it back over to McAvoy. Zadorov off of Corrali and in the zone. Pokes it in deep against Juracek. Puck moved ahead and it goes out of play. Off a deflection. Go for post game on my stream. Oh, on here? Okay. Cool. Ooh. My knuckles. Won't continue the live streams. Lack of time you got? Damn, man. Pasternak keeps it in. Morgan Geeky's not out there. He blocked a shot, and he got stung. And this puck goes out of play. And he's missing a shift. Morgan Geeky is going to the room. He's back to the locker room. He is hurt. He went on for a test skate and went right down the tunnel. So Mikey Asamont is getting top line minutes with Lindholm and Pasternak. So the Bruins, one of their best scorers, their leading scorer, apparently got banged up blocking a shot. Whenever I know more on Morgan Geeky, I'll let you know, but for right now, he is not playing. Eriksson Ek for Johansson, drops it Eriksson Ek. What a stick lift by Hampus Lindholm. Nice job. Boldy, Elias Lindholm, good poke out of the zone. Steve's over to McAvoy on the near side in the corner in his own end as a spin back. Nice tape-to-tape stretch pass for Minton. Minton shoots, blocked. Husnudinov, Minton, and Steves right now. This is a line that I want to see. Oh, it almost went right through everybody to Husnudinov, and he couldn't get there just in time. Spurgeon for Kaprizov, sent ahead, it gets dumped into the zone. No icing, they're going to say. Pitlick against Zadorov. Zadorov forces it along. Shot, saved by Swayman. Rebound still free. Kaprizov puts it wide. Juracek tied up there. Middlestat trying to force him out of the zone. Forced out. Now here's Hunt. Bruins making a quick change here. Puck sent ahead, it goes out. Zacha against Juracek in the near side corner of the Minnesota end. So it's Middlestat, Zacha, and Asamont right now. This puck comes down. We have an icing here against Minnesota with a $1:12 to go in the first. Yeah, it would be nice to have a game without injuries, yeah. Would be great. Would be swell if we didn't. Oh, yeah, he blocked a shot right off the kneecap. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Whenever I get an update on Morgan Geeky, I'll let you know. Not great. Pasternak, his shot's blocked. So now they're going Zacha, Lindholm, Pasternak. Final minute of play here in the first. The Wild are offside by a country mile. More ankle to me. I don't know. I don't know, Alex. Hockey's unpredictable. Morgan, you can take my ankle. They put Zacha out there with Lindholm and Pasternak for the moment. Here he is. Here's Pasternak. Ahead for Elias Lindholm across the line. Backhands it in around the net and deep. Zacha in on the forecheck. Lifts the stick of Quinn Hughes. He allows Pasternak to play it. Eriksson Ek takes it from right off Pasternak's stick like it's nothing. And it's dumped into the zone by Marcus Johansson. Former Bruin. Was a part of the 2019 Cup team. Here is Johansson on the right point now. Boldy to the net, blocked, rebound in front, Faber, good save, Swayman. Great stop. He went from post to post to make that save. 10 seconds to go in the period. Boldy wrapped up by Peak. Pasternak down to 5 seconds. He's content with holding on to it. And that's going to do it for the first period. So that is the end of the first period. 1-0 Minnesota. Goal for Jared Spurgeon.
Johansson's been one of the hottest.
No. Did you see the Did you see the Oilers last night explode in the third period? They were up 3-2 going into the third period. They scored 3 goals in the first 10 minutes of the period. 2 goals in 34 seconds, by the way. In that third period against Toronto last night. Crazy to me. Toronto sucks. There's a lot more structural issues in Toronto than people realize. Just so you know. The casual fan may say that, oh, they're just having a bad year. No. This has been coming. This has been coming for a long time. Dwindling. This has been coming for a very long time, what's going on in Toronto. This has been years in the making. This is kind of like what the Bruins did last year. Same exact thing. So, no, they're really not helping themselves at all. They're not. Shooting themselves in the foot. Oof. Steve Nagle's going off the wall. Speaking of teams that have more structural issues than people realize, the team that traded Quinn Hughes the other night, the Vancouver Canucks, people don't realize how bad that team actually is. Like, we all know they're bad, right? They're a new level of bad. Like, yeah, they beat the Devils today 2-1. But the Canucks, I mean, when you got Connor Garland saying that when he extended, he agreed with the direction of the team at the time. ready to make more moves. I just don't think they seem getting much better. Yeah, no, I don't see it either. You know, you know what's crazy about the Minnesota this whole thing? When they asked Jim Rutherford about yeah, I'm just seeing the Zadorov penalty now. That's weak. What they called in the first period. They asked Jim Rutherford, the Canucks GM, about the culture. And he said, and he asked the reporter, he's like, "Oh, what do you mean?" And the reporter went on to say that JT Miller and Elias Pettersson had a fight. Connor Garland requests a trade every 6 months. Your coach left. Your coach left because he couldn't do it anymore. And now you just traded the best defenseman in franchise history. Is there a culture problem in Vancouver? And you could see like the fake smile he was putting on. Eamon talked about this on the podcast. You could see the fake smile he was putting on. I went back and watched it, and it slowly went. He had an epiphany in his head that there's a culture problem in Vancouver. More than people realize. Dumpster fire. That's an understatement. There's a lot of deeper structural issues in Vancouver than people realize. Also, I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like 80% sure that I'm actually going to the Bruins game on Tuesday against Utah. Tickets still haven't been bought yet, but we're in agreement that we're gonna buy them. So it's me and a buddy of mine, Andrew. You know Andrew Aren't in the chat sometimes he comes in? Yeah, me and him are gonna go on Tuesday. So, and it's Utah. So, if I'm not live, that's why. If I am live, then tickets didn't work out. Follow me on social media to keep up with my day in Boston, if I do go. So, it'll be my first Bruins game of the year. Feels right. They burned their city in 2011 after losing. They curse now. Well, they burned them down in 1994, too. I have a quote from Patrick Mahomes about his injury. Don't know why this had to happen, and I'm not going to lie, it hurts. But all you can do now is trust God and attack every single day over and over again. Thank you, Chiefs Kingdom, for always supporting me and for everyone who's reached out and sent prayers. Back stronger than ever. This sounds long-term. This sounds a bigger injury than people are saying. Yeah, is Morgan Geeky okay? I need to know right now. Is Morgan Geeky okay? Haven't seen anything yet. Yeah, neither have I. Now Micah Parsons is hurt now? Oh! What is happening in sports? Ugh. Mark Stone injury. You know the playoffs. Why play starting QB IMO? Well, no, no. He took a hit and he went down and it looked bad. I saw it live. It didn't look good. Didn't look too good. What's up, Josiah? Morgan Geeky, you can have my ankle. I don't need it, you do. You need it better. You need it more than I do. Middlesex from Minnesota? Yeah, he is. He's from Minnesota. Husnudinov. So Husnudinov is, I believe, is also from Minnesota. Is he? Oh, geek, I missed that. Blocked a shot and he went awkwardly off the ice and he didn't return. We'll see if he comes back. No update on him. It would be lower body. They're already missing Arvidsson, so that would really suck. Husnudinov from Russia, but he played in Minnesota, so. Wait, it's killing me. We probably won't know. We probably won't know. If he comes back out for the second period, then he's probably fine. Then he's fine. But if not, if he doesn't come out for the second period, my guess is he's done for the night. If I were to guess. Let's play it cautious. Yeah. It didn't look great when he went off the ice, as he hobbled off the ice. Didn't look great. Second period brought to you by Benable. Recommend, discover, and monetize. What is going on in the world of football? Devontae Adams got hurt? What is going on? Injury bug in sports today. All right, so they're back from commercial. They're back for the second period. Still not okay. He's not on the bench. All right. So no Morgan Geekie right now. Here is Kastelik. Lindholm on the left point. Peak on the right point. Works it back in deep. Lindholm pinches in the near side corner. Not shopping in front, can't. Kastelik barely kept it inside the line. Peak on the right point. Throws it on net. Blocked. Jeannot got it. Jeannot to the net. Didn't get there. It went wide. Hampus Lindholm spins back. Peak on the right point. To the front. Didn't get to the target. And Corrali couldn't connect with Hampus Lindholm on a pass to the slot, and it's cleared all the way down. Here's Husnudinov walks in. Trying to drop it for Zacha. Could not get it through. Boldy cut it off. Zadorov sends it ahead. Gets out of the zone. Middlestat, Zacha, Husnudinov. They're going back with that second line for right now. Here is Zadorov. Flips this one out of the zone. Bogosian off Johansson. Turnover. Here come the Bruins. Middlestat looking. He couldn't center it and cleanly in front. Zacha couldn't play it, and now it's Boldy for Johansson. Crosses the line. Poke checked off the puck. Middlestat sends it ahead for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm tied up along the near side corner. Puck played around. Soderstrom to the front. Got blocked. Pasternak knocked down. So they're putting Asamont back on the first line with Lindholm and Pasternak right now. Soderstrom for Lohrei. For Pasternak. Dumped in. I honestly put Husnudinov there if I were the Bruins. Asamont took a tumble. We have a penalty on Minnesota here. All right. It's going to be on Obe Kubel once again. It'll be his second tripping penalty of the night. here on the draw, and it's won by Minnesota, and Trenin will try to get it out of the zone, and he will get it out into the neutral zone. He'll carry it up in transition. Here's Trenin. He'll go carry it to the net. He got knocked down by McAvoy. Now Minnesota will move this one ahead. Bruins got it across the line. Pastrnak in front. Zacha! Saved by Gustafsson. What a stop in front. Zacha had a great chance, and Gustafsson had to make a tough save. There is Morgan Geekie. There is Morgan Geekie. He is back. All right? Relax. He's back. He's on the ice. Minnesota clears. He is there. He is playing. He's there. Here is McAvoy. Drops back for Zacha. Elias Lindholm over to Pastrnak across the line. Plays it over. There's Morgan Geekie. McAvoy. Zacha poke checked in the slot, and it comes out. Minute to go on the power play for Boston. I'd suspect that they're going to leave the top unit out there for a little bit to see Geekie back out there. Pastrnak across the blue line. Lindholm. Boston's offside. So now the second unit comes out. So thank God he's out there. Jeez. Cleared all the way down by Minnesota. Only one shot in this power play, and it came from Zacha within the first 30 seconds. They haven't had anything since. Hampus Lindholm for Asamont. Drops it for Husnudinov. Gets it in deep. Hampus Lindholm trying to get it to Middlestat. Puck comes out. It's Trenin on a breakaway. Trenin has to slow up. Lohrei. The puck got ahead of him, and Lohrei poke checked it. This puck comes back to Brock Faber. And the Wild are skating circles around the Bruins right now. 5 seconds to go on this power play. Hampus Lindholm across the line. Back to even strength. A shot by Minson didn't miss by much. Ove Kubel out of the box. Well of a 2-on run, and Zadorov's the only man back. Johansson fan on the one-timer. Spurgeon. In down low. In the middle, there's nobody there. Here is Faber. And Marcus Johansson's banged up for Minnesota. He is hunched over going to the bench. He lost his stick, too. Here's Quinn Hughes. In the slot. Shot. Kick saved by Swayman. The Bruins clear. Will not be icing and hit Gustafsson, so no icing there. Hartman. Peak with a good step up. Here comes Quinn Hughes, enter the zone, over to Kaprizov. Back, Quinn Hughes, fanned on it. Zadorov blocked it, I think. Kastelik chips this out. Here's Elias Lindholm in. Stopped, rebound. It stopped. How did that stay out? Steves was right there. Minnesota ices the puck. Steves had an open net. How did he miss? Kastelik with a good clear out ahead. Lindholm had Steves. It was a break with a good save on a good try, and the Steves, the rebound, was also stopped. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Steves just didn't have enough position to get a shot away. Lindholm wins the faceoff. McAvoy steps up. Back to Lindholm in the slot. Could not get a clean shot away. Got blocked. Lindholm, good takeaway. Just ahead of Pastrnak. This is going to be icing. Oh, no, it's not, they're going to say. Quinn Hughes ahead for Kaprizov. Through Morgan Geekie over to Ryan Hartman. Minnesota will be able to get a change. Hartman. Swayman got a piece of that. His puck comes out into the neutral zone. Hughes will go back and get it for Minnesota. Goaltending's good. Oh, well, we knew it was going to be good. We knew that. Lindholm, good take. Just past Morgan Geekie. He gets it back. He'll cross the line. Gets knocked into by Spurgeon. Pasternak in front. Nobody there. Lohrei blocked. Gets the rebound. Lohrei. Double team. Puck had to come out. He couldn't do anything else. But he kept possession here. Soderstrom for Corrali. Kastelik gets it in. Geekie will go get a change. Here's Corrali. Works free there from Yurov. Out to the line. Soderstrom for Lohrei. Back to Soderstrom. Nice step up. In front. Kastelik was right there. And he put it just wide. He had an open cage. Into Corrali. Couldn't play it around cleanly. Jeannot hops on it. Here is Jeannot tied up there by Yurov. Jeannot out to the line. Lohrei didn't keep his line. Puck comes out. Race for it. Trennan against Soderstrom. Soderstrom, good takeaway. Bogosian's shots blocked by Corrali. Gets it back. Across off Lohrai's stick. Out of play. Why is Lohrei so bad? Like, there's no way you can just... You're trying to be this... There's no way you're trying right now. He didn't keep his line. He threw a puck out of his offensive zone. He lost his guy defensively on an on-man rush. There's no way you're trying 100% right now. There's no way you're actually this bad. There's no way. I honestly don't know. I refuse to believe that a hockey player is actually that bad at defense. Yeah. No, I refuse. Mason Lohrei hasn't had one good defensive pairing all year long. Soderstrom has not looked good. McAvoy was the worst, him and Lohrei, worst defensive pairing in the NHL in years. Peak, you put those two out there, you're guaranteed to have a minus on your record. Yoki Haru, I'd rather put two traffic cones out there. Lohrei has to get better defensively. Has to happen. He is not a defenseman. Why he changed from forward to defenseman, I have no idea. The age of 16, I have zero idea. It clearly wasn't a good idea. Back to even strength. We're back out of the TV timeout. Face-off is won. It's cleared all the way down. No icing here against Boston. Damon Hunt for Juracek. Zacha hops on it. Middlestat. Hampus Lindholm over to Peak on the right point. To the net. That shot, I don't know if that hit the goalpost or what. Sturm tied up by Peak. That puck's out in front. Swayman, good stop. Uh-oh. Minton, Steves, and Asamont was Zadorov and McAvoy. Minton wins the draw. Zadorov for McAvoy. Sent ahead. Nice tape to Asamont. He's around the defender. Asamont backhand try stopped. Bogosian for Trennan. Moved ahead for Yurov, and it's dumped in around the net. McAvoy chops it through Zadorov. Yurov's first on it. But Asamont's there for support. Tarasenko's shot save, rebound, Steves. Can't get this one out. Steves will move this one ahead. He'll eventually get it out. And now here's Asamont. Asamont fires. Glove saved by Gustafsson. Face-off one here by Boston. Minnesota gets it out eventually. Lindholm, nice return to Pasternak. Geeky. Lindholm off the rush. Good. It was a good shot, but he couldn't put it home. Big tie-up behind the Minnesota net. Geeky works it free, and the puck goes out of play. Face-off one here by Minnesota. Eriksson for Boldy across the line. Shot blocked. Rebound, Kaprizov scores. 2-0 Minnesota. That'll be Quinn Hughes' first point as a member of the Wild. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind. Eriksson and Boldy will get the assist. It won't be Quinn Hughes' first point. Never mind. But it's 2-0 Minnesota now. All right, come on. Now you got to respond. Can you... You got to... You got to beat Gustafsson now. Dumped into the zone by Jeannot. Hartman sends it ahead, and now Tarasenko for Juracek for Hartman across the Bruins line. Soderstrom tied up. Lohrei gets it ahead to Kastelik. Juracek kept it in. Obe-Kubel kept to the outside. Out to the line. Here is Hunt over to Juracek. Right point. Shot wide. Rebound. Obe-Kubel back out to Hunt. He fires a shot. Didn't get to Swayman. Soderstrom will get this one ahead of Jeannot. Chips it in so he can go. They can get on the forecheck. Kastelik and Juracek tie up. They go down. And the Wild get the puck. Mahomes tore his ACL. That's what I just got word of. Here is Zadorov. McAvoy off Zacha. Couldn't get it cleanly in the zone. Husnudinov can. He has some space. McAvoy's shot blocked. Husnudinov gets it back. Zadorov fires blocked. McAvoy's shot. That just was put wide. Spurgeon dumps in. Zacha for Husnudinov sent ahead. As pucks dump back, and we have an icing here against Minnesota. Minton against Nico Sturm. Puck comes in front, and Gustafson also hang on. They go to commercial, 2-0 Minnesota. The Bruins need to respond, and they need to respond quick. Did the Colts just beat the Seahawks? No. No way. Oh, no, never mind. So, let's see. Face off in the offensive zone. Bruins win the draw. Lohrei over to Soderstrom. Shot saved by Gustafson. Puck comes out. This will not be icing as Lohrei touched it. Soderstrom here against Ben Jones. Soderstrom digs it free. This puck's flipped back into the wild end. Quinn Hughes grabs it. Sends it ahead. Is off a stick of Jones and in. Soderstrom plays it around. Asamont trying to get it ahead. He can't. Do we have a slashing penalty here against Boston? It's on Asamont. Kastlik against Eriksson Ek. Kastlik wins the draw. And Zadorov trying to clear. He can't. Corrali tied up against the wall. He'll get it out eventually. Seahawks did beat the Colts 18-16. That game has gone final in Seattle. So Seattle, big win before their big game on Thursday against the Rams, who I think are beating the Lions right now, if I'm not mistaken. This puck's in the slot. Zadorov gets it away from trouble and will clear. Here is Quinn Hughes. Jeannot pressuring him. Drops back for Kaprizov. Boldy. Jeannot, good force out against Quinn Hughes. He knocked him down and got the puck out. That was good. Good job by Jeannot. Lindholm tying up Kaprizov. Minson trying to clear camp, but Lindholm can. Here is Kaprizov. Over to Hartman. Hughes, it's around Kuznetsov's shot. Swayman, I think, got a piece. Hartman to the net. Save. Rebound put wide. It's cleared. 30 seconds to go in the Minnesota power play. Down 2 is Boston. Goals tonight, Spurgeon and Kaprizov. Faber walks right through everybody. They score. What was that? That was Edmonton versus this is Edmonton versus Toronto-esque. What was that? That's on Corrali. What was that pinch of the blue line? And then McAvoy got beat too. What was that? I knew it was too good to be true, beating the Blues and the Jets. I knew. What was that? Ugh. That was awful. Pastrnak gets it in deep. Morgan Geekie for Elias Lindholm. They need one. They need one right now. Like, they don't have a lot of time here. This game's slipping away from them quicker than they realize. Geekie into Pastrnak. Not a lot of time to dilly-dally right now. In front, Geekie. They tried forcing something. They gotta force more chances here. Force some shots. Force some shots. Yeah, they gotta force way more now. This is still a winnable hockey game. They just gotta force more. Lindholm will send this one tape to tape. Nice feed to Pastrnak. Pastrnak can't get through the legs on Bogosian. I'd argue, Josiah, they'd need 2 before intermission. Those passes, Lindholm can't be happening. Kyle excited the Seahawks won. Kuznetsov, nice job getting around Quinn Hughes. Kuznetsov's got it. Lindholm left side, shoots, and a save by Gustafsson. 1 bare minimum, yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Bruins defense in this period looks like the Bruins defense in this second period looks like the Patriots defense in the second half. Useless. You know what I call the Patriots defense during the second half? A bunch of Mason Lohrei and Andrew Peaks. So. You kick it up a notch. They need to kick it up about 3 defensive notches and about 2 offensive notches if they want to have any chance of winning this game. Because they need 2 before the end of this period. They absolutely need 2. At the minimum 2, in my opinion. Because they need to make this game manageable going into the third period. Because 1, You're still down multiple. You're still down 2. And if the Wild score 1 to start the third period, the game's effectively over. So now you need 2. You were down 2-0. I would have said 1. Now you're down 3. You need 2. The one at the very, very minimum, but I would like 2. Zacha and Eriksson both waved out at the same time. Boldy against Middlestat. Middlestat wins the draw. Peak threads it over to Pasternak out there with Middlestat and Zacha. Shot got to Gustafsson. He made the kick save. Peak keeps it in. Goes over Zacha, over Kaprizov. Zacha gets it. Hampus Lindholm backhand wide. Pasternak's got it back near the blue line. He's forced out of the zone. Only man back. 2-on-1. Now it's a 3-on-2. Middlestat with a great back check, and he took it away. Middlestat will chip in. Kaprizov. Minton, good take. He almost had something there, but he couldn't get the pass through the middle. As Danila Yurov dumps in for Minnesota. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name right. Here is Zadorov. Sends it ahead for Husnudinov. Out there with Steves and Minton, what the second line should have been tonight all along. And then Middlestat, Zacha, and somebody else should have been the third line. Here is Steves. He'll chip it in deep. Knocked into by Spurgeon. Puck comes out of the zone. One goal first. I know, but they need 2. And this team can score. We've seen the product this year. They can score against good teams. They just need to actually do it. Tarasenko. Yurov dumps in. Soderstrom for Lohrei. Off of Husnudinov and in. The Wild fans wanted a penalty as Damon Hunt took a stick up high from Husnudinov, and I didn't see it. In the middle, Pitlick shot save. Rebound, another try. Swayman makes the catch on that. Tarasenko from us? If you told me that about 5 years ago, yes. Face-off won by Minnesota. Shots in this period are actually 9-8 Bruins. You wouldn't think it, but it is. It's true. Nico Sturm back out. Hunt to drive. It goes wide. Juracek keeps it in against Janot. Ben Jones a shot. Knocked down. Corrali. He had Janot up the ice. Turn your head. You had Janot on a breakaway and you just failed to throw it to him. He was right there. It was an easy pass to make, too. We have a stop here as the Bruins had a hand pass. Now, Kaslik and Juracek are talking. Possibly. Face-off won by Boston. Morgan Geekie. Looking at you. You haven't scored in a couple of games. Pasternak. Shot blocked. Throws it to the front. Knocked down. Lohrei over. Morgan Geekie. Over to Soderstrom. Lindholm finds Geekie. Enters the zone. Geekie poke-checked by Kaprizov. Faber will send it ahead. Cross the line here. Faber. Soderstrom kept to the outside. Faber. Pasternak the block. But unfortunately for him, the puck went out of play. Good fourth liner for us. The Bruins aren't trading Kastelik. Stop. 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 So is Dustin Brazeau, and you guys failed to use him. You failed to use him. He was miserable to use for you guys. That's on you guys. We knew how to use Brazeau. You guys didn't. That's on the Wild. Hughes fires a shot. That got blocked, and it comes out of the zone and went out of play. And Kastelik is way more skilled than Brazeau wishes he had. Shot by Faber is caught by Swayman. 2:16 to go in the period. Ha! Damn. The loot now. You're not going to have much loot after you pay Quinn Hughes almost $20 million. And Kaprizov, you're already paying 17. Wild cap situation is going to be fun to deal with in about 5 years from now. When both men are out of their prime. Quinn, especially Quinn. Here's a shot by Obe Kubel is blocked. Zadorov has a stick tied up. McAvoy for Husnadinov trying to send it ahead. It's kept in by Tarasenko. That's blocked. Puck goes off Middlestat and out of the zone. Having a peek. He's just bad. This puck lands out of play in the bench. Minton here again on the draw. Hampus Lindholm for Peak off Minton and in. Now they can only really get one in the next 90 seconds. They can't even get the puck in the offensive zone right now, for crying out loud. Here's Trennan on a breakaway. Stopped. Rebound in front, cleared away. Here is Steves for Minton. 3-on-1. Minton. Where are you throwing that puck, Fraser? Where are you throwing that? That's your... Where? You have a stop with 1:02 to go in the period. I'm out of water. Face off one by Minnesota. Out in front goes off Eriksson wide. Juracek works it back in behind the Minnesota net. Behind the Boston net, excuse me. McAvoy gets it away, and now here comes Corrali. He has Kastelik and Janelle. Corrali just dumped it in and got gloved down there by Juracek. Kaprizov. Play back out top. Juracek couldn't keep it in. Now here's Zadorov. Sends it ahead. It's going to be icing. With 20 seconds to go in the second period. Lindholm against Sturm on the draw in the offensive zone for Minnesota. Sturm wins it. Quinn Hughes. Kastelik knocks into him. Nico Sturm. McAvoy, good pinch. Can't get it out, though. Tarasenko, a slap shot. Saved by Swayman. With 7.8 to go in the period. Do you feel like it's moving really fast to you? The final 3 minutes of this period have lasted 10 minutes in real life, by the way. Just want to let you know. Sturm wins it against Lindholm again. Here's Hughes. Walks the line. Fires. Wide. And it goes behind the net. The Wild almost scored at the buzzer, but it won't count for anything. And Hampus, Lindholm and Tarasenko talking. It's the end of the second period. 3-0 Minnesota. Oof. That was an ugly, ugly second period. Ugly. That was ugly.
I'm in love with summer. I love the smile.
Can we make it official? Can we make it official?
All right, John, I got one more.
Does anyone think that the Bruins considered putting together a package to try and land Hughes? From what I understand, the Bruins weren't even interested. Which, yeah, they don't really need a left-handed defenseman right now. They already have too many of those in their system. What can the Bruins do to make this better besides scoring? You answered your own question. Oh, well, maybe stop letting the Wild come into your zone so easily. Maybe work pucks in deep and get on the forecheck and actually win a puck battle for once. I don't know. And by the way, the Wild also, the Bruins also went goalless in this building last year too. So. Just so you know. Yep. Where Ozone's the same pressure, which would lead to scoring. So, yes. Messing Aspro really affects that? Shouldn't. It shouldn't as badly as apparently is. Because you got to remember, Victor Arvidsson's also out tonight. If Arvidsson's not good to go Tuesday, I would call up Lysell, personally. Even if it's for a game. That's my opinion. Or somebody from Providence that can actually score on the wing. I'd even love to see a Lushmelis or a Merkulov or a... Well, not Merkulov, he can't score in the big leagues, but Lushmelis or even a Patra. Micah Parsons tore his ACL. Him and Mahomes both tore their ACLs today. Wow. Ugh. That's insane. As we are basically as good as most teams, good teams this year, but we're not as good as the really good teams yet. We're getting better. Yeah. They need to put the puck in the net tonight. They need to put... I mean, they scored 6 against Winnipeg. Now, granted, big difference going from Eric Comrie to Philip Gustafson. But, like, jeez, man. They should have at least one right now on the board. It should be at least 3-1. In my humble opinion. The Bruins have a 5-game homestand before they go to Buffalo, and then they go out west to start to end 2025 and start 2026. They have Utah Tuesday, Edmonton Thursday, Vancouver Saturday, Ottawa Sunday, Montreal Tuesday, the 23rd. Yeah, Micah Parsons tore his ACL. Supposedly. This Philadelphia-Carolina game gonna end or what? Jeez, this feel like this game's been going on forever. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can see. I can see what the hell's going on in this game. Flyers and Hurricanes are in overtime right now in Carolina. So there's a minute 13 to go. They're about to drop the puck. It's a face-off on the Philadelphia end. Oh, Hurricanes are offside. Oh, boy. 67 seconds. That was intentional, wasn't it? Good God. After this game ends, I'm going to go get water real quick. Final minute to go in OT. That's Jackson Blake. Svechnikov in front, goes wide. Flyers have a 2-on-1 here. Cates with Drysdale. Drysdale. Puck goes wide. Brandon Bussey in net for Carolina tonight, by the way. Oh, boy. Oh, turnover. Gossespierre. Ooh, he has to spin back. He doesn't have a lot of options here. Svechnikov, 25. Gossespierre has been out there forever. Blake in the slot. Ooh, good save. Is that Vladar? Oh, it's Vladar versus Bussey. It's the Bruins matchup of all time. Oh, man. This is the minor league version of Swayman versus Allmark. It's Vladar versus Bussy. Ugh. Oh, jeez. Let's see. 18.2 to go in OT. Ooh, Aho waved out of the draw. You got 5 seconds. Push this puck. That was a stupid play by Philadelphia. What are they doing? We got a shootout in Carolina. All right. On that note, I'm going to go get water because I don't care about shootouts. Let me know who wins. I'll be right back. Oh, jeez. Ugh. All right. 3-0 Wild. Once again, a reminder, there's a good chance I will not be live Tuesday for Bruins and Utah because I'll be actually at the game. I'm going to bring this up. I saw this, and I heard this on the 32 Thoughts podcast on Friday. The Bruins apparently have interest again in Matias Maccelli. Because it hasn't worked in Toronto for him. It just hasn't. And the Bruins are looking for a winger are looking for a scoring winger. I don't think Maccelli's the option. Well, I don't think he's the answer, but be better than Asimont, that's for sure. Excuse me. Yeah, we come home Tuesday for Utah. We have a 5-game homestand after this. Utah, Edmonton, Vancouver, Ottawa, Montreal. Not a bad homestand. A lot of those games are winnable. The only one that I would consider is not winnable is the Edmonton one. And even then. It's one of the first 5 minutes. Yeah, that's an understatement. Stay tuned for December 23rd. That's all I'll say about that. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the game against the All right, third period brought to you by Black and Gold Productions. Episode 406 of the Black and Gold Hockey Podcast is available to watch on YouTube now and Spotify and Apple Podcasts. The episode will be coming up probably today or tomorrow. All right. Come on, Bruins. Another comeback, we'll find out. They have turned into a mini third period team when they want to be. Do they want to be here tonight? We'll find out. Minnesota has it behind the Bruins net. It's Tarasenko. Shoveled along. Kastelik can't get this one out. He eventually does. Starting with a fourth line is an option. I don't know why we're doing that. I don't know why we're starting the third period with the fourth line. Pretty sure that's not a good idea. Zadorov goes off of Elias Lindholm skating in. There's a chance and they swell. That's Quinn Hughes. His welcome to Minnesota. 4-0 Wild. Quinn Hughes. I pull Swayman. He's not helping. I'm not blaming him, but he's not helping. He's not the main reason they're down 4-0, but that can't go in. I'd save him for Tuesday against Utah if I were the Bruins here. Okay, they didn't pull him, but I would say if he gets one more, if they get one more before the Bruins get one, I'd say it's time to get him out of there. He has not had a good game. Again, not blaming him, but it's protect your goalie here. Here is Hughes. Kaprizov fires, saves Swayman. Hughes, here he is again. Chance in front. And it's kept out. Hughes, here he is again. A lot of space. Backhand blocked by Zadorov, who broke his stick. Here is Pasternak with Geeky breaking. Pasternak shoots wide. And here they come again. Kaprizov through the legs for Hughes. Good poke check by Soderstrom. And the Bruins are just getting walked like a dog tonight. Oh my God. Especially in the neutral zone. They're getting beaten. Zach Bogosian almost just beat Mason Lohrei in a foot race for the puck. Zach Bogosian. The game that's the Avs? No, this reminds me of the game against Ottawa. Won back but against Carolina actually a couple weeks ago at the Garden, back in the middle of November. About a month ago at this point. Middlestat, good keep in. Here is Husnudinov. Zaka, Middlestat wide. Trying to bank it in front, hit the side of Gustafsson. Hughes throws it back to Gustafsson. Bogosian, trouble here. Puck moved ahead. We have an icing. Minton wins the draw. Lindholm shot from the point, saved by Gustafsson. Gets to his own rebound. It's Asamont behind the net. In front, Minton's right there, and it got forced away. Puck forced all the way down. This is no icing. Peak and Pitlick go down. It's a weird collision that just happened there. Here is Zadorov. For Minton. for Peak across the line with a clean entry for Boston. Peak in front, trying to go to back to Minton, couldn't. And taken back by Obey Kubel. Minton in on the forecheck, trying to get that puck free for Boston, and can't. Whoa. Tanner Jeannot with a nice hit in the neutral zone. Puck moved ahead. We have a hand pass against Minnesota. Corrali wins it. Lindholm to McAvoy. Bruins dump in. Jeannot throws down a man on the slot. Bruins get it back. It's Corrali. Here is Jeannot with some space. Jeannot! Saved by Gustafsson is a good try from Jeannot. I love that chance he just had there. If he could bury that, that'll be nice. Just for his sake. And it's nice to not get shut out. Corrali throws it on net. Save. Rebound. Jeannot put it wide. This puck's going to go all the way down. It's going to land up on the bench. It's a good shift by the fourth line there. That breakaway chance from Jeannot, he actually missed. McAvoy passed Pasternak. That's a rarity. Usually he's really good at those passes. Here he comes. Yurov, his shot gets blocked. Goes out of play. Saka against Yurov. Yurov wins the draw, but it comes out of the zone. So the Wild, if they hang on, will get their 19th win of the season. They'll improve to 19-8-5. Bruins will fall. 19-9-5. Bruins will fall to 19-14. Middlestat sends it to Pasternak across the blue line. In front, trying to find Zacha. Couldn't find him. Zadorov to Middlestat, tied up along the wall. Zacha there for support. He gets it free. Pasternak's shot didn't miss by much. Peak keeps it in, throws it on net, and a save there by Gustafsson on Peak's floater from the line. Middlestat playing with Zacha and Pasternak. Geeky, Lindholm, Husnudinov. With Soderstrom and Lori right now for the Bees. Bruins are on a 4-game winning streak. Well, it looks like that's not gonna improve to 5 unless they have the comeback of a lifetime. Vielan for Arvidsson, right? No, it's Asamont. Face-off won by Boston. Husnudinov knocked off the puck there. Geeky knocked Spurgeon off the puck. Or other way around. Spurgeon knocked Geeky off the puck, excuse me. Here's Kaprizov. He dumps in cross corner. Lori on it. Sends it ahead. There's nobody there. Puck's in front of the benches. The penalty box. Eriksson Ek dumps in. VL. Yeah, I've seen enough of Asamon. I don't really need to see him anymore. Here comes Husnudinov. He has Geeky. Husnudinov crossed the line. Poke to the corner. He's got it back. Soderstrom with the left point. Throws it on net. Did not get to Gustafsson. Husnudinov dropped his stick. He got it tied up on the slot on the forechecking opportunity. Eriksson Ek. Geeky the take. Steves almost got there. Now it's Steves. Trying to backhand it in. Goes off of Damon Huntonen. Juracek. Zadorov pinched, but Minton was in the way. This puck goes out of play. We go to commercial. 4-0 Minnesota. As they go to commercial break. Yeah, no, Peak and Laura would need waivers. Due to their contracts, not even their games played, which is another whole other can of worms.
I was right. Guys.
What am I seeing? Montreal scored? Okay. Haven't really had to update the ticker too much besides getting the periods changed. Not a lot of goals being scored.
I just froze my butt off for nothing.
And the Broncos beat the Packers too, so the Patriots are now the 2 seed. The Broncos are now the 1 seed in the AFC now. Minton wins the draw. Zadorov to Peak. Asamont whips it ahead. It got broken up as Zadorov overpinched again. Stop overpinching, Zadorov. Jeez. You're good at not doing that. Don't do that. Pitlick. Shot did not miss by much. There was some space there. Jones trying to center in front. It got broken up by Zadorov. And now here's Asamont, left side. Can't throw it to the middle without getting it broken up in front. And Minnesota just dominating. Minnesota, they might be a contender with Quinn Hughes now. They look like a really strong, defensively minded hockey team. And the rest of Colorado, I'd be shaking in my boots right now if I'm Colorado. They have the offense. They have the defense. They have their top defenseman now. They have their Cale Makar match in Quinn Hughes. Pasternak, what was that? What was he trying to do? I don't even know what that was that he was trying to do. He was trying to do some stupid move to the outside. It didn't work. Tarasenko. Zacha takes it from him. McAvoy. This puck comes all the way down. It wasn't even close to anybody. It's an icing. It's got Demidov's Upper Deck Series 1 Young Guns rookie card. Damn. Yeah, at this point, don't go. Just get one, please. Boldy walks out right in front, and they score! Matt Boldy. The Masked Kid, 5-0 Minnesota. Swayman's banged up here. He threw his blocker off right away. Oh yeah. Oh boy, yeah, something's wrong. Something's wrong here. It goes off Pavel Zacha and then something's wrong with Swayman. He made the first save. And he was going like this. They're leaving him in there? Guys, hello, he's hurt. He's not right. Kaslik hit the crossbar. Peak. Can't hold it in here. Oh boy. Here they come again. Juracek. Quinn Hughes. He's already got one. Juracek. Hobe Kubel fanned on it. Not be in this game. Yeah, they should have pulled him to save him. Number one and number two. He's doing this with his hand. I'm seeing him do it. He's got a stinger. Are they not watching the game right now? Husnudinov across the line for Elias Lindholm on the drop pass. Husnudinov out. Lorai's drive didn't get more than 20 feet without getting blocked. Morgan Geekie with some space here. He walks in the slot, shoots, save, rebound. Gustafsson has it. I'm not blaming him completely for this, but Swayman has not helped anything. Obviously, it's not completely his fault, obviously, but Lindholm on the draw here. One back. Lorai to the net. Saved by Gustafsson. Bruins keep it in. It's Lindholm against Faber. It's a good shift here from this second line of Geekie, Lindholm, and Husnudinov. Puck comes out into the neutral zone here. Ben Jones gloves down the nice pass. Shot. Swayman got a piece. Lindholm scoops this one out. What does Quinn Hughes have now? He has one with Minnesota. I think it's his third of the year? Whatever it is. I don't know. Here's Steves. Asamach on a jam it to Steves. Minton. Good save by Gustafsson. He actually hang on to that. And they go to commercial. As they're in commercial. 5-0. Sometimes you have shitty nights. Sometimes you just suck. The Bruins are having both those at the same time. That's funny. Out of the commercial break. 9:43 to go in the game. The Bruins trying to not get shut out on the road to end the road trip. They've won 2 of 3 on the road trip so far. Looks like it'll probably hold as 2 of 3. Lindholm's shot off the face-off is stopped. Another try save. Saved by Gustafsson. Big tie-up. Alex Steeves has got it. He'll enter the zone. Chips it in deep. Quinn Hughes tied up with Steeves. Asamon trying to dig it free. Puck popped up high in the air. Hampus Lindholm back out to McAvoy. Walks the line. Into Steeves. A shot, save, rebound. Asamont's got it behind the net. In front, Minton. Steeves. He scores! Alex Steeves. They break the shutout. It's 5-1. Oh no, you get the animation. There you go. All right. So it's 5-1 with under 9 minutes to go. Still time? That's funny. Nice joke. Here's a chance here for Kaprizov, and Middlestat got back and took it away. Puck sent ahead. It goes off of Bogosian. That's a high stick. That puck was put with a high stick, and they stopped play immediately. They're still playing. Well, I know that. Steeves has 7 goals in 17 games for Boston this year. Oh, come on! That was a clean face-off win. Relevant Minnesota Wild. Have you paid attention? The Wild aren't irrelevant anymore. Shot saved by Gustafsson. They aren't irrelevant anymore. They got Quinn Hughes. They're not irrelevant. They're a really good hockey team. They might go far this year. I'm not just saying that. Sturm. Pitlick. Across! Hunt hit the crossbar. He didn't miss by very much at all. He caught straight iron. The Wild are a very good hockey team. They're not irrelevant this year. Pass across for Jones, broken up. Here comes Janot. He has Kastelik and Corrali. Here is Corrali. Kastelik, horrible pass attempt by Corrali. Oh my goodness. No. This game, it was gonna be. And plus, Philip Gustafsson decided to go frickin' prime Martin Brodeur on our asses. Here is Boldy across the line. McAvoy knocks him down. They're going to be teammates at the Olympics for Team USA. Wild inside the line. They held it in. It's Kaprizov. Eriksson Ek has Boldy. Kaprizov fires. Kick save. Swayman. The rebound. Score. No goal. They're going to say no goal. And I'm not sure why. All right, they counted it. It's 6-1 Wild. So what happened? Did that go in? Hold on. Did that puck go in the net? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hold on. It's offside. No, it's not. It's not offside. Did that puck even go in the net at all? I don't think it went in. Hold on. I want to see the overhead view here. Can we get that view, please, Nesson? The overhead view of the net. Okay, quick review. Didn't take long. Oh, they took it away! All right, it's 5-1 still. Let's see. Crossbar? Yeah, no. It never went in. There, I wanted to see that view the first time. All right, no goal. It's still 5-1. All right, well. 6:59 to go in the third period. It's 5-1 Minnesota. The goal did not count for Matt Boldy. Would have been his second of the night if it had counted. And he wants an explanation. I mean, if you take one look at the Jumbotron, buddy, he didn't go in. Here is Zadorov, tied up there by Erikssonak. Puck comes out in front. Another chance and a save by Swayman with under 7 minutes to play in the third. Thanks, Crime. Spurgeon blocked by Soderstrom. Puck sent out its Pasternak through Zacha. Now it's Bogosian. Soderstrom gets it back into the offensive zone for Boston. Puck comes back out. Tarasenko racing for it against Soderstrom. Soderstrom wins the battle, gets it ahead. Danila Yurov trying to move it ahead. Zacha broke it up. Soderstrom sent it to Pasternak. Zacha chops it down, but he couldn't play it to Middlestat. And now here's Yurov. He'll get it in. Pasternak. And now it's Nicolas Aube-Kubel. Crosses the blue line. For Hunt. Worked in deep. Hartman tied up, played around the net, back out to the line. Hunt for Hartman, who has looking for his second goal of the game. Shot blocked in front. McAvoy got a piece. Pitlick shot blocked. Bruins can't. Oh my God, they're pinned in their own zone. It's the exact worries that I had playing this Wild team. And they're gonna call Soderstrom for a hold. 6-on-5. Kaprizov scores! Won't matter. That goal's going to count. It's 6-1 Minnesota. That goal's going to count now. Well, Kaprizov was the extra attacker, got the feed right off the bench and buried it. 6-1 Minnesota with 5 minutes to go in the game. Under 5 minutes to go in this dumpster fire of a hockey game. Here is Zadorov sends it ahead. It goes off Castleton. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a team that played last night, and they played a tough game against Ottawa last night. They look like it looks like the Bruins were the team that played last night. It's the exact opposite of what I expected. Here's Corrali across the blue line, slows up in the slot. Corrali killed his own angle. Kastelik. Zadorov in front, couldn't get it to Kastelik cleanly. Jeannot keeps it in. Shot by Jones is stopped by Swayman. Another try is stopped, and now the Bruins are getting involved. Swayman is talking and pushes Ben Jones. Swayman is pushing and shoving in there. Swayman's had enough. Swayman has had enough. I mean, Minnesota, I gotta call it. Minnesota has taken a couple of cheap shots at Swayman tonight. A couple of whacks at him. No wonder Swayman's upset. I don't blame him either. And if I were Swayman, when I get back to the locker room, I'd slap every single one of them in the face. After this pathetic performance, I don't blame Swayman for that. Not at all. The D issues too. Oh yeah. If I'm, oh my god. Remember what Morgan Geekie said after their 7-5 loss to the Ducks in October? He said that if the team doesn't play well, more of their friends are gonna be gone again, like what happened last March. Games like this will be the reason why the Bruins sell at the deadline. Games like this. Sorry. If they can't compete in a game they should compete in, I'm not saying you need to win the game. Compete in it instead of getting your face kicked in. I mean, that's on the players. I know there's injuries. I get it. Arvidsson, Aspero, I get it. That shouldn't be the make or break on how this team plays. I'm sorry. Here is Asamont. He gets behind Quinn Hughes. Here is Asamont. Gonna go around the net with it. He's got his ankle killed by Hughes. Then gets knocked down. And then not called for a trip. What is this? Puck comes out in front. It got broken up, and now it's Steves. Pushed out by Yurov. Obey Kubel poked out of the zone. Here comes Asamont with a lot of speed. Shoots and a save there by Gustafsson. I didn't start the clock. I'm so sorry. Somebody was asking me a recommendation to try to get into how to get into like alcohol. Who was of age? Here is McAvoy to Pasternak. Shot wide. I'm like, do this. Try this and see if you like it.
Yeah. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. The Wild are offside. The Cowboys successfully attempted a fake field goal. What are the Madden 23 or Madden 26? Anyway, I say Madden 23 because that's the one I did it in. When my friends had Madden 23 back at the time when that was the game out. My friends that did it. Oh, Corrali! Oh boy, he just decked Juracek, and now everybody's gonna come together. Big hit by Corrali. Kind of dirty. Might be suspendable. Oh boy, Juracek in a little bit of pain. It was a dangerous hit by Corrali. Juracek was completely he couldn't there was nothing. Kind of awkward. Saw it live. I saw it live. It looked worse than it actually looked like in slow-mo. I mean, yeah. Okay, it's not as it's a boarding on Corrali. It's not as bad as I thought it was. It's not as bad, okay? It's not the worst hit I've ever seen. It was preventable. Two strides or one stride? Two strides, but there was barely any contact. He shoved him, but it wasn't enough to, like, and then he slipped, it looked like. So. And shot by Jones is stopped by Swayman. Somehow. Well, Juracek, I think, is fine. He skated off in his own power. So. Hand pass? Crowd didn't like that call. Sorry, hold on, chat. I will start the clock right now. Pissy post game. Oh, is it really? Oh. Here's Trennan. Looking for 7. No. Pete clears. Final minute of regulation here. Minnesota is going to improve to 19-9-5. Bruins will fall to 19-14. They have the same amount of wins and losses. We have an offside with 48.6. Same amount of wins and losses. Just that one team has 5 overtime losses. The other has not had an overtime loss this year. That's the Bruins. Honestly, I'd rather have some overtime losses than regulation losses at this point. Get us a point. What happened here? Got outplayed by a better hockey team. Which the Wild are. I could have told you that.
Puck goes out of play with 44.4. Minton against Jones on the draw. Won by Minnesota. Minnesota has 2 power play goals tonight. I don't think they'll be trying for a third. I think they're just going to try to get out of this game up 6-1. Here's Bogosian for Quinn Hughes. Oh, they are going to try for a third power play goal. Zadorov decks Tyler Pitlick behind the net. Another try miss wide. Back to even strength. The Bruins kill off this penalty. Here's Sean Corrali. He has a breakaway. Poked by Gustafsson. Jeannot saved by Gustafsson. 50 feet out of his net. Corrali. Peek from the corner. That's it. Wild win. Wait a minute. Did Peak score? Wait a minute. Hold on. What are they looking at? Did Peak score? Huh? No. No. Andrew Peak. Yes, we're saved. Oh. Oh my God. Peak scored at the buzzer. Ha. All right, I'm moving off. Oh. Wow. Oh. Oh, that's great. Bruins lose 6-2. Oh, that's... Andrew Peak just scored his first non-empty net goal as a Bruin. Just so you know. Oh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I can't. That is such a Bruin thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
How many garbage time goals can this team score, for Christ's sakes? God.
Whoa, we only lost by 4. Let's go.
Right.
I've already banged my head against the wall enough today. I don't need more. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny. That's great.
Damn, this team sucks, dude.
Well, it's not even that they suck. It's just that they got outplayed by a better team. They're not bad. They just got beat by a better hockey team. They're not...
Their goalie was better, too.
I could have told you that was going to happen. That was...
I mean, the shots are
Kaprizov had his
completely
19th goal. Oh, my God. Jeez.
Kaprizov, he got his 20th.
Oh, did he? Oh, he did, didn't he?
Well, he scored twice.
He did? No, he did.
Yeah, he was the second goal and the 6th goal.
Ugh.
Yay. Oh God, yeah, that sucked. That was terrible.
Yeah. I can't believe Peak.
Well,
I can't. The one takeaway I'm going to have from this game is that Andrew Peak actually hit the net this time and didn't miss by 20 feet and actually scored. You know?
it's fair. It's fair.
I'm not fully blaming Swayman. I'm not saying Swayman is off the hook. That was not a good game from Swayman. Not completely his fault, obviously. The team in front of him sucked. But he didn't help either. he did not have a great night either. So.
Well, here's one of your more concerning statistics. David Pastrnak and Elias Lindholm were both -3 tonight.
Eh.
Yikes.
So everybody else felt like a minus, so it's like.
I was just saying, I guess that wasn't much better. Yeah, no, I would say again, broken record. It's the defense again, as always. The defense just let them walk. Again, Swayman, don't get me wrong, had a bad game. I don't blame him much. I
No.
really don't.
Nah. I mean, yeah, I would like a couple of saves, especially on the Quinn Hughes goal. I kind of want a save there. The defense.
I would just say shitty game all around.
Yeah, it was just a bad game. It was just a bad night. The defense wasn't good. The offense. I mean, they had 30 shots on the net. They just got goalied in a game where they couldn't have possibly gotten goalied, and they did. So it's kind of like, what are you gonna do? Ray, you're right. You're on the money with that. Swayman had a terrible game, but it's like, so did everybody. And when you can't put the puck in the back of the net, you're not gonna win. I know it sounds dumb and simple, but it's true. When you can't score until you're down 5-0 against a goalie, regardless of who it is. I mean, Josiah, you're gonna have trouble, right?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what happens in the game, you have a bad night, you got a bad night.
Right.
I was mainly looking at the schedule, and I know we'll look ahead here in a second, but you have one of the easiest schedules for like the next 3.5 weeks in the NHL. And let me read it out to you. I want you to count on your fingers how many of these teams you consider decent or better.
Okay.
So, and the first 5 are at home.
Got it.
So, Mammoth, Oilers, Canucks, Senators, Canadians, Sabres, Flames, Oilers again, Canucks again, Kraken, Flames.
That's 6 games. That's 6 teams out of, what did you name, 10?
Wait, 6? Who are you saying good?
Well, you said, so I counted teams twice. Was I not supposed to do that?
Well, first of all, who do you even consider good? The only one I
The
might
Oilers?
give to you, obviously, Senators.
The Oilers.
Oilers are not that good, dude. They are struggling.
They destroyed the Leafs last night. I'm not. McDavid's hot. Draisaitl's hot. I never rule out the Oilers.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. They're losing to the Canadians too.
So I put up. Wait, run through it again. So it's
Mammoth,
Utah.
Oilers.
Utah I put up because I think even without Logan Cooley, I think they're still a formidable hockey team. They're not amazing, but I think they're.
We'll have to agree to disagree. I can't. The Mammoth are nowhere near good. They're not good at all. You can't.
I don't.
otherwise.
I think they're better than people. What a throw
They were
by
bad
JJ
with
McCarthy.
Their whole team.
What a throw by JJ McCarthy. Holy crap! What a throw. I mean, the guy who just threw it for a touchdown, the guy who he just threw it to is probably hurt, but what a throw.
That's nice.
Anyway, so I consider the Mammoth decent. You have the Oilers are good in my opinion. I think they're fine.
I'll give you the Oilers. I can't get around the Mammoth. They were bad with their whole team.
I don't know. Canucks, I didn't put up. They're bad.
Terrible.
Senators, I put up.
Senators are good.
Canadians, I put up as decent because they're falling off a cliff at the moment. They were good and now they're decent. They're not amazing.
Sabres ass.
I didn't put up the Sabres. because I'm not that
What?
dumb. What? No.
You?
I
Oh, I
did-
thought you said you put them up on your list.
I didn't put them up.
I'm like, you're out of your mind. Nope, you're good there. Flames.
Nope. Didn't touch them.
Oilers again.
Mm-hmm.
Canucks again.
Mm-hmm.
Kraken, which they're really bad right now.
I think yeah, they're bad,
I'm
but
fine.
like they're still. I think they're decent. They have weapons.
I mean, yeah, so do the Bruins though, and they're not so good.
The Bruins are 5 games above 500.
Okay, well, the Kraken, if they lose tonight, are 500.
And is it 500 decent? Like mid?
Honestly,
What's your
standards,
what's your definition
you
of decent?
aren't decent
then?
unless you're a couple other 500, over 500.
Okay, then the Bruins are decent then.
The Kraken, the Flames, and the Canucks are the bottom 3 in the Pacific.
Okay. Yeah, they have
Bottom 3.
They have some winnable games. They have a lot of winnable games coming up.
My point is, yes, the next 3 weeks they have a ton of winnable games.
Yeah, they should out of like the 8 or 9 games you mentioned there, I'm expecting like 10, 11 points at the minimum out of that. Maybe even 12.
Yeah. How many points or how many games is that? Let me go back.
Yeah, how many games did you say? Because then that'll give me my answer.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games.
15
You
or
should
16.
win 8 of those.
You should get at least 16 or 17 points out of that, in my opinion.
You should win Mammoth, Canucks, Habs, Sabres, Flames, one of the Oilers games, Canucks again,
If they're
Kraken,
gonna-
Flames. Yeah,
if-
really.
if
really,
they're
the
gonna-
only ones
yeah.
that I feel like I wouldn't be mad if you lost would be at the first one against the Oilers you should win because that's at home. You'll lose to the Senators at home. You might lose to the Habs. And then when you go see the Oilers on the road trip, you might lose. So 4 of those games, I'd say you should lose. The other 7, you should probably win.
Yeah.
So 7 and 4 is what I think you should go.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just think I don't know. I was saying it earlier during the third period that games like that are going to be the reason why if they're not doing too great by March, they're going to sell.
Yeah. I feel like they're going to sell anyway. They don't have enough pieces to be good enough to be in the playoff. Well, maybe make the playoffs, but not get very far.
Hold on a minute, because if the Bruins get to the playoffs, that's considered a success. Doesn't matter if they get far or not, because the it is a business. The owner wants playoff revenue. So if you're in a position where you can succeed and get to the postseason, if you're on the verge of competing, and you get Hagens out of college, and you're like on the cusp, I could see a world where the Bruins conservatively buy. They're not going to spend one of their 4 first-round draft picks over the next 2 years. But they are going to maybe spend a 3rd or a 4th and get something out. Maybe get some depth. Because defensively, they have a lot of left-handed defensemen. They don't have a lot of right-handed defensemen as for depth. They have McAvoy, Peak, Jokiharju, and Soderstrom at the NHL level right now. Simply not enough. Simply not enough. Not enough. So, the mid-December, Sam, the Bees are still playing above expectations, even though lost like this. Let's put the price on selling talk. It's no, because Parker, it's a valid thing to talk about, because I understand one loss, and we went from talking about this team's gonna make the playoffs to selling. I know, but I'm saying that if they continue to lose games against good teams that like this is why they could sell at the deadline. This is why. Unless you come out and beat good teams or compete or hang in with good teams to the end, you're gonna sell at the deadline. Do you really want to go through?
I'm definitely gonna defend Sam on this one.
Do you want to go through that again? I don't want to. I don't want to go through that again. You know?
Yeah. I'm 100% gonna defend Sam on this one. He wasn't. First of all, you weren't really telling to sell. You were saying if we are in this scenario where you are getting beaten into the ground by bad teams, there's no point on trying to make the playoffs. If there's 20 games left and you're out of it and you're getting destroyed every night. So I understand that. Like, yeah, I'm totally with you on that. We're not talking about selling right now.
Well, yeah, no. No. Yeah, no, you're not looking to. I'm not saying right now. I'm saying once March comes around and you're still losing to good teams like that. I mean, in that way, if the habits keep continuing, then yeah, you might. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. but Tiffany's right. I mean, let's not pay attention to standings until after the Olympics. I believe that after the Olympics or the All-Star break or the Four Nations break or whatever they decide to do, whatever it is for any given year, I don't pay attention to standings till after that break. I don't know about you, Josiah, but that's my opinion.
I mean, I pay attention to standings. Obviously throughout the whole season, but I don't start caring.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Fully, probably until I would say, probably a little bit after the All-Star break. Like when I start really watching it is really when I'm normally with about a fourth of the season left. So, it's an 82 game season. Once you're on game 60, then you're like, all right, well, we got to start thinking about playoffs now.
Fair enough.
I want to share my screen real quick because I need to just show you this.
Well, I'm on my phone, so
first of all,
this
is. Well, yeah, you don't have to share it to stream. I just want to show you. Just quick Patriots. His hand is on his helmet and his arm/shoulder, and this is a catch.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
This is a catch.
I mean, it wouldn't have really have mattered at that point because they called pass interference, so it would have been the spot of the foul anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if he had caught it or not.
Right.
So, but anyway.
Yeah, the pass interferences and the holdings, dude, I have my problems with that.
Yeah, referees were not good today. I said a lot of things on television today.
I wish you could blame them for the loss, but you can't. You can't let the Bills score 5 touchdowns straight in the second half.
It's like 70% on the defense and 30% on officiating to me. In that game.
It's 75-25 for me.
Fair. I mean, tomato.
The officiating wasn't good, but it doesn't matter if, all those calls and stuff like that. If you're going to let them score 5 touchdowns in a row, I would say maybe 2 of those don't happen if the refs actually get the calls right.
Yeah.
Still, you would probably lose that game.
Yeah,
I mean, actually, technically not, because you only lost by 4. But it's hard to say. It really is.
Yeah, tomato. I mean,
and then the defensive pass interference is crazy too. I mean, I'll show you one more image. This was not called defensive pass interference. I disagree. How is this not defensive pass interference?
It's a face mask, is what that is.
Or anything. Yeah, anything. Call it holding, defensive pass interference, face mask. Take your pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
This is one and call it. So yeah, no, the refs were horrendous. I was there, and I would say I was yelling the entire game. The first half, I was yelling in joy and excitement, and the second half, I was yelling in frustration. So,
I'm glad you had fun though.
Yeah, it was great, and I had a great time, and it was really rowdy like the whole time, and it was really fun. But it's infuriating to lose that. But I mean, we're still gonna make the playoffs, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but
we only have to probably win one more game to clinch.
We literally had to win today if we win the division, so.
Which sucks, but I mean, you face the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins.
You should win 2 of 3 of those, at the minimum.
Dolphins, Jets.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe even the Ravens. I mean, that's primetime football in Baltimore, so that might be tough, but.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe, but. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the Jets should be a guaranteed win. I mean, first of all, they're 3-11, so yeah, you do the math.
Who are 3-11? The Jets?
The Jets, yeah.
Yeah, they just got their shit kicked in by the Jags today.
Yeah, Harrison was happy about that.
Who was happy about it?
Or Grant, sorry, not Harrison.
Oh yeah, Grant was thrilled. He was texting. He was like, "Oh yeah, Trevor's great today." I'm like, "Yeah, well, Grant has a love-hate relationship with Trevor Lawrence. He either really loves him or he really doesn't. So.
Probably just depends on his performance.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to hockey. Bruins are playing Tuesday. They're playing Utah.
Should be a win.
Yeah, it should be. I should be there in person.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Um,
That's what, a Tuesday?
Yeah,
Tuesday at 7? Yeah.
Tuesday night. I should
I
be
wonder
there.
how expensive those tickets are.
I think like the tickets that we're gonna get are like $65. It's not bad.
Huh.
But
Hold on. Where's my phone?
where is your phone? Dun dun dun.
It's right in my hand.
Oh,
Are you getting them off of SeatGeek or TickPick?
TickPick is what I'm looking at. They were like 65 or something like that. Like they were like in the upper deck.
Oh yeah, it's 64 right now. That's actually not bad.
On the side we shoot on twice. I'm assuming Corby will be in that. Probably my guess is Corpusalo is gonna be in that Tuesday because because the Oilers are playing the Bruins Tuesday. If I were a betting man, Corpusalo gets Tuesday, and then Swayman would get Thursday. Corpusalo would get Saturday, and Swayman would get Sunday and Tuesday. And then they go to Christmas. Then after that, it's a big crapshoot.
It's a crapshoot.
Am I going crazy? So, right. Okay, so Corpusalo starts against Utah. And then Swayman starts against Edmonton. Corpy goes against Vancouver. Swayman goes against Ottawa and Montreal. And then they go to Christmas. Does that sound right?
I think so.
Well, I know that's what the games are, but does that sound like something that they would probably do? I mean, probably. Anyway. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. What do I know? If you're gonna be at the game Tuesday, anybody in the chat, if you're gonna be at the game Tuesday, let me know. Reach out.
Yeah, I'm actually.
What's up?
I'm trying to find if I can make it or not. I was looking. I mean, the ticket prices actually are really good right now for that game.
Yeah, no, they're not bad. They're not bad.
Mainly because the Bruins were struggling, and the Utah Mammoth are kind of a wishy-washy team.
Yeah.
But no, I have a client that typically comes 6 to 7, and I was gonna try and move him to 5, but even if I did, I wouldn't make the game on time. So
yeah, you'd get
I
there.
will not be able to go.
You'd get there in the second period. So.
Yeah, and that's not worth it to me.
No, it's not.
We'll have to go to a game together soon, though.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, by the way, Josiah, I'm home, so like, we should like go get dinner or something one night.
Bro, you're 21 now, and I mean,
yeah, we should.
The certain city that we live near has a lot of good bars, so
I suggest we should go get dinner and drinks one night.
Brother, I am so in.
All right, great.
Name the place and time, and I'm there, dude. If it's not during my working hours, I'm so there.
What are you doing tomorrow? I'm dead serious. What are you doing tomorrow? Like,
works for me.
Okay.
I work, but I'm out at 6, so.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll meet up tomorrow for dinner or something somewhere.
Once you end stream, we can start talking specifics.
Yeah, we'll talk specific because like, I don't want to give away stuff.
Guys will be at this specific
We're gonna be
location
at the specific location
this time. Don't
at
come
7
and get
o'clock.
us.
At 7 o'clock at the bar. Yeah. Right.
It's 7 o'clock at this bar in this state in this town. Come get me.
You're right. Right. No, but like, yeah, we should like totally like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll do that. Any last thoughts about this one here tonight? Bruins lose 6-2 to the Wild at the Grand Casino Arena in St. Paul.
Well, first of all, I hate that they renamed it that. The XL Center was so much better, but whatever.
Well, I think Grand Casino, that it's a casino out that way, and I think they got the naming rights because XL Energy didn't renew. I think.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, but.
Yeah, so. Any last thoughts?
Disappointing, but I'm not really pushing any panic buttons.
No.
Minnesota's going to be a very strong playoff team, and the Bruins are just trying to figure out their identity. They're trying to sort pieces out. Injuries are still trying to be like worked through a little bit. I'm not panicking. Tough night. Those are gonna happen. And just try and move on and focus on Utah on Tuesday.
Yeah, should be interesting. The Mammoth are going to be without Logan Cooley. He's going to be out for quite a little bit of time. And then the whole Nick Schmaltz trade situation. They want Nick Schmaltz for Utah. He wants out. They want to move him. They can't move him. Nobody wants him. It's like if I'm the Bruins, because I had mentioned Matias Maccelli as a trade target for the Bruins. I'm looking at Nick Schmaltz before Matias Maccelli any day of the week. I'm sorry. Any day of the week, I'm looking at Nick Schmaltz. You want a second line right wing that can score? If you're not going to bring up Lysell, and Arvidson's going to be gone after this year, you might even move him at the deadline. If you're looking for a scorer, there's one in Utah who wants out, who could put the puck in the back of the net at a pretty decent rate right there for, I believe, under $5 million. I'd do it. Right there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yep. I'm with you, man.
But anyway. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for the live stream here tonight. If you have not yet, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell to never miss when we go live or upload here on the channel. I will most likely not be live Tuesday. It's still not confirmed if I'm going or not. It's not 100% confirmed, but there's a pretty good chance I'm going on Tuesday. So if I don't go live Tuesday, it's because I'm there. I'll be back definitely Thursday for Bruins Oilers. And for now, have a fantastic rest of your night. Go watch Vikings Cowboys if you want to watch pretty brutal football. The Cowboys probably going to win that game. And with that being said, have a good rest of your night. And see you guys next time here on the live stream. Bruins lose 6-2 to Minnesota. Good night.
Bye, chat.